get this started here. Today I got the Attack Shark X68 HE Rapid Trigger Keyboard, magnetic switch with the Hall Effect sensors, of course. It's a 60%. I wanted to pick this thing up. I mean, honestly, this is just an unboxing. So I did open it briefly earlier just to make sure it was in here, but this is my first time taking a look at it here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy open. This is what it looks like here. Got all your branding and stuff on there. You can pause the video, take a look at all that. Pretty basic box. I only paid $42 for this, so I'm really impressed with how much it costs. But let's get this bad boy open. Okay, so this is what you're gonna get. Little quick start guide, I'm sure. Usual shit, just throw that away. Just kidding, you keep it. You get a little strap here. Attack Shark. Okay, looks like we got, I love the little branding there. I think that's a sticker. Yep, these are all little decals you get for free. It's not bad for the price. And then here is the keyboard. Get this open here a little bit better. Get this open. Oh yeah, I like that bag too. It's nice. Let's see what this looks like here. Okay, it's got your basic black keycaps, little cover here. It also says Attack Shark. It's kind of hard to see, but it does say that. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty weighty. It's got a good, nice mechanical feel and sound to it, even though it technically is not, but not bad. I mean, yeah, it's ABS, but pretty weighty. It's pretty basic, guys. I mean, we'll have to plug it in and see how it looks. Alright guys, so I went ahead and took a lot of this stuff out of the way. We're going to get to the last few accessories in here. I think it's just a cable, it looks like. Let's get this bottom of the box. Yep, there's a cable. USB-C for obviously while it's operating, and then keyboard. So it's pretty straightforward, guys. There is a step to putting this strap on, so I do want to show you guys that real quick. Probably end up speeding this up, but the basic idea is you see these holes here. Go ahead and focus. There's this. There's this little strap here. This is gonna go like that, cover those holes, and then that is gonna go between that hole there. And they have some included screws here with like little threaded ends. So see, those are the flat sides, almost like a rivet. And then those screws are gonna go in the threads. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick here. Just be patient with me. Alright guys, something I did just notice is that it's actually a lot easier for the aesthetics if you put the flat one on the top so you don't see it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to show you here what that looks like. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, not gonna lie, but basically it just goes through there, and then this top cap, in my opinion, this is the easier way to, or the better looking way to do it. It goes through both of those, and then you fold that over like so, and then you put the screw in. So yeah, basically you slide that in the slot with these two over, and that goes. So it'll make a lot more sense in a second here. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like on there. A little Attack Shark band. Mine did come a little bended, but honestly you could probably just put a little bit of a damp cloth on there and then just put something heavy on it and that'll flatten it back out. It's kind of the back side, see the screws that I was talking about. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing plugged in. Then one other thing I'd like to mention, let me see if I can get this in focus here. If you look, actually I'll turn this around for y'all. See, it does say, it's a little hard to see here with the light, but it says Mac and Windows, so obviously depending on what OS you're going to use, I'm using a Windows, so we're going to go ahead and get this set up. So I went ahead and got this thing plugged in. Apologize, I got my other keyboard over there. The RGB looks kind of nice. Let me see if I can turn down my light here. Setup you get going, and obviously by default it's got this setting, but I do believe there is the software you can get on there. It's a web driver, so you just basically go to the website and you can change all those settings, but I do like the RGB so far. It's pretty nice. Loaded the software. There is some different light settings you can do. This one's wave. This one's going to be your ripple. It takes a while, but it's as you're typing. So kind of see how it does the little spread out there. Starlight kind of just goes along. Stream. Shadow. Do the same thing as you type it, it only goes around the local keys. Mountain wave, same thing. Sine wave. Ooh, color spring. Snow trace. flower wave. There's a bunch of options on here, guys. So basically anything you'd want to make, you know, it has an option for you on here. You can adjust the speed, the brightness, all those things. So like I said, this is kind of more of a preliminary review here. So if you guys want to see an actual review, probably use this keyboard for at least a couple weeks here to see. But like I said, I got this thing for an amazing price. So I figure for $42, you can't really argue with it. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions or comments, or just kind of want to see my feedback on this thing in a little bit, let me know. And thanks for watching, guys.